Hi, what's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. Boss reacts to this vid by Spill Sessions titled Lizzo is done. Lawsuit update and she's quitting. Oh, in the thumbnail it says she's quitting music. What? Because you got caught telling people to, what did you tell people to stick bananas up they? Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Lizzo has quit,
or did I make that up?
What exactly is the real question? And also the reason behind it all. Is she talking about social media, music? What is going on? People have their thoughts and have been talking about this ever since Lizzo posted to her Instagram the other day saying, "I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look, my character being picked apart by people who don't know me, and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this. I quit." Now, I will say under this post, there was a lot of love being sent her way with fans hoping that she's not quitting music and that she is okay. Others have been speculating the cause of her saying this, feeling like this might have something to do with the backlash that she received ever since she was sued by former dancers of hers for the work environment that they alleged she caused. And this lawsuit is currently ongoing as she is being sued along with her production company and her dance captain, Charlene Quigley. It's 3 of her former dancers that have made these accusations against Lizzo, her production team, and Charlene. The civil lawsuit was filed in Los Angeles Superior Court, making numerous charges, including several different forms of harassment, disability discrimination, so much more. Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez are the ones that are suing. The former dancers' lawyers said in a statement to NBC the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seemed to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not illegal but absolutely demoralizing. This news shocked social media users when they first learned about the lawsuit, given that Lizzo has seemingly always championed body positivity, and these claims were saying otherwise. In regards to Lizzo specifically, the lawsuit detailed a night out in Amsterdam where she, along some of her dancers, visited a club where Lizzo allegedly pressured them to touch the nude performers there. It was a nude club, and allegedly she had not told them this information ahead of time, that this is where they would be going. And the lawsuit detailed other disturbing things that occurred at this club, like catching certain objects that were coming out of the performers' private areas and eating bananas that were also coming out of the performers.
Okay, that's what it was. My bad. She didn't tell people to put a banana up their vaginas. She told them to eat a banana out of somebody else's vagina. Which is worse.
It was also alleged that this same night, Lizzo allegedly badgered the security guard to get on the club's stage until he submitted to her demands. And according to Variety, the complaint continues, plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. Lizzo was also accused of having weight shamed a dancer. Ariana Davis detailed a time where she was questioned about her commitment to her role and her weight was brought up. Variety stated the complaint stated, "In professional dance, a dancer's weight gain is often seen as that dancer getting lazy or worse off as a performer." Lizzo's and choreographer Tanisha Scott's questions about Miss Davis's commitment to the tour were thinly veiled concerns about Miss Davis's weight gain, which Lizzo had previously called attention to after noticing it at the South by Southwest Music Festival. The lawsuit states, although Lizzo and Miss Scott never explicitly stated it, these questions accompanied by Lizzo's statements made after the South by Southwest Music Festival gave Miss Davis the impression that she needed to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details about her life in order to keep her job. Other forms of harassment were noted in the lawsuit, and as NBC reported, in one instance, the former dancers asked to be compensated for their downtime at a rate 50% of their weekly pay, according to the suit. An accountant allegedly responded to the request by offering 25% and scolding them for being unacceptable and disrespectful. The racial harassment claim is linked to what the suit describes as comments charged with racial and fatphobic animus that were made by touring company employees. Only the dance cast, compromised of full-figured women of color, were ever spoken to in this manner, the suit states. Claims of religious harassment were also brought up against Charlene, the dance captain. Allegedly, she pushed her Christian beliefs onto the dancers and shamed those who didn't believe the same as her, and was also allegedly really inappropriate when it came to finding things out about the dancers' personal lives, like one was a virgin. And apparently, she put her on blast after finding out this information, talking about her private business in interviews and on social media. In the end, 2 out of the 3 dancers suing were fired. Ariana ended up getting fired for recording a meeting where Lizzo had given out notes to dancers about their performances. It's been reported that she suffers from an eye condition that sometimes left her disoriented in stressful situations, which is why she she was recording the meeting. The recording had Lizzo furious, and Ariana was fired on the spot after it came out that it was her who had recorded the meeting. NBC reported on this incident, detailing what went down, writing, Davis acknowledged recording the meeting, saying that she wanted to have a copy of Lizzo's performance notes. The suit says, when Davis said she hadn't meant any harm and that she'd delete the video, Lizzo allegedly responded, there's nothing you can say to make me believe you. Miss Quigley and Lizzo then took turns berating Miss Davis, the suit says. After castigating Miss Davis, Lizzo fired Miss Davis on the spot. Before Lizzo left the meeting, Rodriguez told her that she felt disrespected and would resign. The suit says, Lizzo responded by cracking her knuckles, balling her fists, and using an expletive to tell Rodriguez she was lucky, the suit states. As Rodriguez left, the suit says Lizzo raised both her middle fingers and yelled a slur. Crystal states that she was fired due to budget cuts, but the lawsuit points out that no one else was fired that day. Crystal also noted that she had spoken up at a meeting in which Lizzo accused the dancers of drinking before performances that led to a back and forth between them. And apparently just the day before this back and forth, Lizzo told dancers that they would have to audition again, according to the lawsuit. This led to an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal in which Ariana ended up soiling her pants because she was too fearful of losing her job to use the bathroom. And like I said, Noelle was in that meeting where Ariana was allegedly getting yelled at for having recorded the meeting, and that was when Noelle resigned in solidarity. So we are talking about some pretty big accusations here against Lizzo that truly do not make her look good at all. And like the dancer's lawyer had mentioned to NBC, I mean, everything about this is seemingly against the image and message that Lizzo tries to send as part of her brand. I mean, she seems to constantly be pushing positivity in many forms. And so to hear that this is what's being alleged behind the scenes has certainly turned some heads and has a lot of people questioning who Lizzo really is, because it all just sounds the total opposite of her public image. Lizzo had spoke out in response to all of this at the time the news broke that she was getting sued, calling these outrageous and false allegations. She posted a statement at the time to her Instagram that said, these last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic has been very professional. At the end, there is an important people not them ever case, but her efforts to get it dismissed were denied. Certain accusations made against her were dismissed, such as accusations that she fat-shamed one of the dancers, but the judge is allowing the case to move forward to a trial. Back in December, it was also reported that Lizzo had filed for the case to be sealed so that the details were not revealed to the public, but according to reports, that request was denied. This also isn't the only lawsuit Lizzo is involved in. NBC also reported back in December that Lizzo was facing a second lawsuit against her, also filed by a former employee, a fashion designer who alleged her boss, Lizzo's wardrobe manager, mocked and bullied other employees, including the dancers. Lizzo tried to have the suit thrown out as well at the end of last year, and the case is still ongoing. Damn. People believe this is all the reason why Lizzo has said that she is quitting, because so much has come out about her. And like I mentioned, she has come out to deny these allegations, but the public, for the most part, after hearing these claims, has not been too willing to hear her out. When things are posted mentioning Lizzo, it seems to be met with praise at first, and then people are very much saying like, wait, didn't she do this? Or didn't this come out about her? Yeah. And it seems like she is over these constant reminders of these alleged allegations. It's a messy situation, and some are wondering if she's posting what she did to try and garner some sympathy in this whole situation, but not everyone is willing to give it. Some also believe that this statement from Lizzo has come after a wave of criticism and fat phobia following her decision to perform at a re-election campaign event for President Joe Biden on Thursday, because a lot of people were coming for her after that announcement. But either way, there's a whole conversation being had surrounding Lizzo's name that she clearly does not like at all. Who knows if she's really quitting or what, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens as time goes on.
Interesting. I do find it a bit odd that she wants the details sealed and she doesn't want people to know the specifics of what happens in court. If you're innocent, why wouldn't you want that out? Don't understand that. Also, I find it very interesting that she, made the comment that she's tired of being the butt of every joke based on the way that she looks. But she has always made it be known that she's happy with the way that she looks, and she's body positivity, all of this. So if you are fine with the way that you look, if you're truly confident in that, why would people who are being fat phobic make you want to quit music? I don't understand it. If you're actually happy with the way that you look. And she even revels in the fact that she's fat. Like, her IG name is Lizzo Be Eatin'. So you're celebrating the fact that you're fat and you eat and you big and this is me. You like it or you don't. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's the whole message that she puts out there, and that's how she carries herself. So it is very confusing that she would come out with this statement and be like, oh, I'm tired of y'all making fun of me based on the way that I look. If you're happy with how you look, then who cares? If you're truly happy. This is why I don't believe these fat positive people. I don't think any of them are happy to be fat or are okay with being fat. I feel like most of them just want to try to convince everybody else that they're happy with being fat, and they're trying to convince themselves. But I just feel like they're not truly happy with the way that they look. So that's just something I was thinking about when I read her statement. But of course, she's also referring to the, you know, lawsuit or whatever the case. And I don't know. I just think it's strange that she's saying that all of this is a lie. People do make up shit for clout and money. Of course, it is a thing. But considering that some of these situations, there were several people there. So that would be very easy to disprove if they're lying. Like, y'all all went to, you know, the sex party or whatever the case in Amsterdam with several people there. So if they completely made that up, then shouldn't there be several people, you know, stepping up and being like, that didn't happen at all, y'all lying, you know? So I'm very confused by it. I don't know what to believe, but I guess we will see as time goes on. But yeah, her whole idea of, oh, I'm fat, I love being fat, I just call cap on that, especially because lately, hasn't she been like losing weight? So it's just eye rolling. Just my opinion. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you're gonna watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.